Now let's talk about the core principles of the DPDP Act. So this act is built upon internationally recognized data protection principles like the European Union's GDPR. So these principles form the basic foundation of a fair and transparent data processing. So first is consent and transparency. So the data processing must be based on very free, specific, informed and unconditional consent from the data principle. So the consent mechanism must clearly communicate what data is being collected, the purpose of processing and how it will be used. So the consent must be verifiable and obtained through affirmative action, like the pre-ticked boxes or deemed consent are not acceptable. Data principles retain the right to withdraw the consent as easily as it was given. Second is purpose limitation. So the personal data must be processed only for the lawful purposes that are explicitly specified to the data principle at the time of data collection, and the data fiduciaries cannot repurpose data for unrelated activities without obtaining a fresh consent. So this principle prevents function creep and ensures individuals understand exactly how their information will be used, preventing surprise uses that violate their expectations and also their trust. Third, we have data minimization and accuracy. So the fiduciaries should collect only the minimum personal data necessary to fulfill their specified purpose, no more and no less. So even excessive data collection is prohibited. Additionally, data must be accurate, complete and kept up to date. The data principles have the right to correct inaccurate or the misleading information, ensuring that the decisions based on their data are fair and appropriate. On fourth, we have storage limitation and security. So personal data should be retained only as long as necessary for the purpose for which it was collected or as required by the law. So once the purpose is fulfilled, data must be deleted or anonymized. Throughout the data lifecycle, appropriate technical and so all of this includes encryption, access control and regular security assessments. So on fifth, we have accountability. So data fiduciaries should also bear the ultimate responsibility for demonstrating compliance with all the provisions of the Act. This includes that they should maintain records of data processing activities, implement appropriate policies and procedures, they should conduct regular audits and also promptly report any data breaches to the DPO, which is Data Protection Board, and affected individuals. So accountability ensures that there is always a responsible entity answerable for the data protection.